Hey everybody, welcome back to another Classics Are Better. My name's Travis. Today, we're going to tackle the hood springs on my 66 C10. Alright y'all, so we do have a problem. My hood, fully open, is only this open, which, that's not cool. So anyway, how you fix that is these hood springs right here on either side. Over the years, they have just lost spring tension and they just won't hold the hood up. I mean, this is a big, heavy hood. Okay, y'all, so here is everything you're gonna need to do this job. Get you some gloves, get you a small piece of wood or something about a 1/2 inch thick. You're gonna need your replacement spring, some eye protection because we are dealing with springs and that is inherently very dangerous. You're gonna need some sort of breaker bar or large screwdriver, something like that. Get you a good sized chain. Some people use a belt. I prefer chain because it's metal, it's just stronger. And get you the hood holder 1000 right here. Doesn't really matter what it looks like, long as it works, because you will need this to hold the hood up when you have the spring off of there. Unless you're gonna take your whole hood off. That's a lot of work. If you want to do that, that's probably the right way to do it, but who's got time for that, right? So what you're going to want to do is have your hood holder 1000, propping this thing up as high as it can. That way the spring is decompressed as possible. Just be easier for fighting it, both for install and uninstall. Plus, once this is off, this hood hinge is just going to fall. So you need something in here to hold the hood for you, unless you plan to take your hood off. I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. Also, in here you can see a lot of people on these older trucks will bend their hoods in half, especially like on a square body. It's happened to me on an old Suburban before. You want to take all these little hinge spots in here where the surfaces are actually moving and bending and lube it all up. Just lube your entire hinge up, and that will help you from putting stress on the middle of your hood and let it move as an entire unit. So anyway, back to the hood spring. You're going to take your small block, something like that. I stick it right in here just to help the compression of where it's going to jolt back. And then this just hooks in. I can show you the new one. So here's the brand new one. It's just hooked through this hole and then hooked around the end of this. And surprisingly, getting it off is a lot easier than getting it on there. Just got to find the right angle and then not let go. And again, kind of stay out of the way of it because you mean serious business. Whoop, there we go. And it's off, but you can see the block took a lot of that kickback. So here it is, one now. Okay, so the process of putting the new one on is a little bit tricky. So you would think, oh, I'm just going to hook it in here and prop it back over this. Well, there's nothing here really to get a good angle on to pull it, is what I ran into. I did the other side first. So what I would like to do is I'll hook it on this side, and then I'm going to use my chain and pull this into there. A little sketchy, but should work just fine. You use a single length of a chain. Make sure you do it on that side if you can pull that way. Otherwise, you're going to need to use a hook so that you can unhook this once it's in there, because otherwise your link of your chain will be trapped in. So make sure it's snug over there, because the last thing you want to do is have this thing fly over and hit you in the face. No thank you. Oh, didn't mean to hit the camera there. Other than that, put your strong hands on and pull it in there. Got this off, and it's in. So now that it's in, I just wanted to do a close-up view so you can see where it hooks in right there in this hole, and then hooks around the back of the hood hinge. That moisture at the bottom is just some WD-40 I sprayed on the hood hinge to lube it all up. Hey everybody, I'm going to call this a success. Check it out. 2 hood springs and this thing is completely fixed. So, I mean, we went from opening this far to, you know, all the way. So that is awesome. It took, what, maybe 2 minutes to do this job. It took a lot longer to get all the stuff out. Just because it's an easy job, though, please, 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 be safe around the springs. You could lose an eye, you could fling out and hit one of your other vehicles. Be aware, be cautious, and be smart when you're doing it, and it'll be easy peasy for you. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Classics Are Better. Please check back in soon. And I should be getting a bunch of parts from Jegs, supposedly tomorrow or the next day, and LMC Truck. Stuff for this to try and bring it back to life. So please tune back in. I should have some new stuff soon. Take it easy.